What's going on YouTube? I'm Thomas Draven, back for another video. And this one is kind of a big one for me because I did a few things to try and make this a bit more interesting, a bit more educational. First of all, one of my pomade review videos actually hit 200 views. I think it has a little bit more than 200 at this point, but I just want to thank you guys, and it really means a lot because I never thought, I would ever be able to get anywhere near that. I just thought this was gonna be like a little thing I did for fun for my friends, and 200 subscribers would be great, but 200 views is still pretty damn good in my opinion. So, in order to kind of celebrate that, I have some pretty awesome products here today, and a couple more interesting reviews on the way. And I actually decided to kind of introduce a more structured format to these so I can talk about different aspects of the product without just rambling on about nothing for like 9 minutes and then spend 3 minutes like talking about the product. So I have a little list here, that's why I'm looking down. Today, what we're going to be looking at are these two jars of Hair Groom by the Lockharts. This one is the one that I typically use. This one is the one from my friend, the Build-Up Butcher, and they're both different scents. This one is the Sauvage, and this one is the Green Irish Tweed. And so I'm just gonna talk about which one I think is better and which one I think you should pick up if it's ever back on the scent of the week. But our finishing product today is going to be DOUDS Matte Paste. I know it's a big one in the pomade community and everybody loves this product. I love this product. I think it's awesome. And I'm going to be talking about a lot of different factors. I'm going to be reading off my list again. We're going to be looking at packaging, smell, consistency, breakdown and application, styling using my blow dryer because I still, almost dropped it. I'm using the Lockhart styling method, which is awesome. I did a video on that, you can go check that out. And we're gonna talk about the finished product, like the texture and the slickness, the shape, the control, and the hold, and like finish in terms of like shine or matteness or anything like that. And then I'm gonna kind of give you my final thoughts and it's not like a verdict where I should say like, yeah, you should go out and buy this product, or like, no, don't go out and buy this product, because that's really not fair of me to say, because everybody's hair is different. And also these products all kind of have their purpose, just depending on who you are. So I'll just give my final thoughts on the product, and maybe that will influence your purchasing decision, maybe it won't. Maybe you think I'm stupid. So, we're gonna get into the review portion just by quickly talking about these two hair grooms, and actually just opening up the jars. I can already smell them, which is not necessarily a bad thing because they both smell very nice. Talking about the Sauvage first. It smells very barber shoppy, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel like I've described this to like 3 or 4 people in this exact same manner, but imagine that like you had gone to the barber shop and they had trimmed the neckline over here or your beard line, and they used like a really like classic aftershave. That's kind of what the scent reminds me of. It's like a very classic smelling, smooth, clean scent. Whereas the Green Irish Tweed, I feel is still very masculine, but a little more floral, if that makes any sense. Like in my head, that's what it reminds me of. It kind of smells a bit lighter and like, yeah, floral. So, I mean, in my opinion, they're both really awesome scents, and I would use both of these products on the daily because one, hair groom is awesome, two, they smell amazing. But that's just a quick little tidbit about those. I think they're both amazing products, and I think that hair groom is probably my favorite like pre-styling product. So I'm going to apply a bit of it now. And actually something I realized, I know I mentioned that like I do the Lockhart styling method earlier. What I think I'm doing wrong is that I don't think the Lockhart styling method entails applying products to damp hair. I think you blow dry first, then apply product, then blow dry again, then blow dry again. But this method, well, at least the way I do it, is a little nicer for me because my hair does tend to get really poofy when I use a blow dryer, and this kind of just helps it, I don't want to say clump together because that has bad connotations, but it doesn't poof out and it has a very nice shape to it. So I'm going to get into blow drying my hair, and I'm going to go in on high heat and high speed and start blowing it into shape. And then once it's about 85 to 90% dry, I'm just gonna chuck in the matte paste and go from there. I don't know why. Alright, so hair is mostly dry. I'm just going to open up the matte paste, and honestly this is a really cool product, but I don't mind the scent so much anymore, but it's still like that classic like DOUDS scent that I talked about like very early on in my channel with the styling treatment and how I wasn't like a massive fan of it, bump of the product. I should probably remember to actually use my checklist, shouldn't I? Since I spent so much time writing it. Okay, so packaging. Starts off, you know, classic DOUDS kind of packaging, very similar to the other ones in their line, their newer line. It's very minimalistic. I like it a lot. I honestly, matte black anything is my favorite thing ever. You know, I have like 3 guitars that are matte black because that's like my favorite color. The smell, I'm not a huge fan, but I don't hate it. Consistency is very easy. You know, like I actually ended up taking too much and I had to like scrape a bit off my finger because it's such a light product, and I forgot that it was such a light product. In terms of breakdown and application, it's honestly like a dream. Like, it takes about 2 seconds and it's just ready to go in your hair. And it goes in your hair without any tug and pull, which for something that supposedly has a high hold, that is amazing. You know, it's kind of like reminiscent of cocaine clay. I was very impressed with how that scooped out and applied. So, you know, and I find that with a lot of clays as well, like they're very difficult to get out of the jar and they're very, you know, kind of hard to warm up and get into the hair without like ripping out hairs. But this is just light and easy to work with, and I'm going to go back and blow dry one more time, finish off the drying. Here we go. I'm sorry, I got carried away ranting again. It's my bad. I'll remember the checklist, I promise. There we go, blow dry. Okay. Jesus, almost knocked the list right off the counter. Alright, so talking about the finished result, I'm just gonna finish combing it back here. In terms of hold, I would say that yes, there is quite a bit of hold. Should probably get back on camera, shouldn't I? There's a nice amount of hold. It feels like my hair is not necessarily like, what am I trying to say here? It feels like I could run my hands through it. Sorry, I gotta fix my necklace. It feels like I could run my hands through it, but it's not like going to move during the day unless I want it to, which is important for me because I have no self-control and I touch my hair way too much, which is an issue. And I need to work on that, but I'm trying my best. A lot of, there are some days where I don't touch it at all, and I feel pretty proud of that, but there are other days when I'm just like going crazy with it, because I don't know, trying to reenact like some attractive person who plays with their hair a lot. In terms of finish, I would say that yes, it is pretty much neutral. Not necessarily matte, not necessarily shiny, because Hair Groom by nature has a bit of a shine to it. So this kind of helps balance out the matteness of some products, which for me kind of works just because my hair is such that if it's super shiny, it'll look kind of greasy, but if it's super matte, it'll look really dry and kind of damaged. So this kind of helps balance it out and make it just a lot nicer looking and healthier looking, in my opinion. And this is something, in terms of like shape, this is something I've been experiencing a lot once I use the blow dryer. I have a lot more good hair days when I use a blow dryer, just because my natural wave kind of likes to take its toll on me during the day, but this kind of helps straighten that out a bit and make it a little nicer to work with. And especially since it's been so humid here as of late, it's atrocious. I hate it. In terms of like feel, my hair does feel very healthy. It feels nourished. It doesn't feel damaged like it used to when I would use a blow dryer and like drugstore products, which I actually have a lot of them just laying around, and I will review them because I enjoy punishing myself for your enjoyment. Anyway, my final thoughts. My final thoughts, and I'll do the 360 at the very end, which is probably subject to change later. Just my final thoughts is that I love Hair Groom. I'm probably going to end up with at least 30,000 jars by the end of my lifetime. The matte paste by DOUDS is an awesome product. Like, if you don't like pomades, you don't like a slick style, you like a more messy style, but you don't like using clays because they're too thick or too difficult to apply or kind of tuggy and pulley, if that's even a word, a phrase, whatever. This product is for you because it's easy to apply, it has an awesome hold, and it has an awesome matte finish. And I think it is easily one of the best products that we have out there on the market today. And that's all I can say. Here's a 360. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna get to start my day pretty soon. Gonna go downstairs, make breakfast, start editing this video, probably upload it in like half an hour, probably about an hour, more like, just depending on when I get to school. But until then, I'm gonna be posting on my Instagram about this video so you guys know that it is going up. And I hope you enjoyed, and just let me know what you think of this new format. Is it better? Is it worse? Let me know in the comments below. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want more. I'm Draven. Have a wonderful day. Peace.